back to the WHW News Essay Debates 2008. I am Jenna Rosenberg.
And I'm Robert Glass.
And we are your moderators. We're about to begin the Vice President of Academic Affairs debate between Peter Spaet and Kris. We will start with Peter for his 1-minute opening statement.
Thanks, Jenna. All right. The reason I'm running for academic VP is because I believe that as students, we need strong advocates to the administration on the academic policies that affect all of us. As part of the essay, I've been at the forefront of advocating for students on a whole wide range of academic issues, ranging from textbook prices to computer availability on campus, and most notably, the fight to save gym courses last semester, where I was front and center on that fight every step of the way. I think it's because of this experience working on academic issues specifically that I've formed my ideas of what it is I'd like to do with the office next year. I'm sure we'll get into the specifics more as questioning continues, but I'll say right now that I think what separates me really from any candidate in the race is experience in addressing academic issues specifically. As an Assembly representative, a Harper College Council representative, the Director of Communications for the Office of the SA President this year, a committee chair on the Student Assembly, and with various administrative and faculty committee experience, I believe that I have more experience than anyone else in addressing specifically academic issues as the academic VP has to do, and not only in addressing these issues, but having a strong track record of achieving successful, concrete, tangible results for students on those types of issues. Thank you very much.
And Hillary?
Hi everyone, my name is Kris, and I am running for Vice President of Academic Affairs. Currently, I am President of Newman College. As President, I have not only showed my ability to lead and advocate for a large group of students, but have showed my dedication and hard work this entire year. President's job is a lot more than running community meetings and planning campus-wide programs. I attend administrative committees on a weekly basis, ranging from East Campus committees, advocating for my community, to dining hall committees, to bookstore advisory committees, where I worked with the current VPAA, Matt Landau, and the administration for lower textbook prices. The most valuable factor in being a successful VPAA is having a good, strong relationship with the administration. Part of the job as a community president requires meeting with the administrators and bringing forth student requests. The relationship that I have built with the faculty allows me to be confident that in any situation, my ideas and voice will be valued. I am the only candidate to have experience in this aspect and who can say that I meet with administration frequently.
Thank you.
Well, my opponent will tell you about the resolutions he sponsored in the Student Assembly.
Thank you very much, Ms. Kris.
Sorry.
Our next question is for both of you. What made you want to run for, what made you want to run for the office of Vice President of Academic Affairs? And we'll start with Ms. Kris.
For 1 minute.
For 1 minute. Response?
Well, currently I'm President of Newman College, and I feel that Vice President of Academic Affairs is an appropriate next step. I've worked closely with the current Vice President of Academic Affairs, Matt Landau, and I see everything that he's done this year, and I think that I have the interest and ambition to do the things that he's done.
Okay.
Okay.
Peter?
All right, Rob, I didn't mean to step on your toes by opening my speech with that earlier, but exactly what I said, it was my opening line. I'm running because I believe we need strong advocates to the administration on the academic policies and issues that affect all of us. As I said earlier, I won't go through it all again, but I have by far the most experience not only in addressing academic issues, but achieving the concrete, tangible results for students in addressing those issues. And I'll just respond quickly to something Hillary mentioned a little bit earlier about having experience in dealing with administrators and faculty and sitting on committees. Hillary had called herself the only candidate to meet with faculty or administrators on a regular basis. I'm sorry, but that's just simply not the case. Among other capacities, I have served as Director of Communications for the Office of the SA President this year, and in doing so, I've attended, along with him, a lot of meetings with faculty and administrators on issues of policy that affect us as students.
Okay, thank you.
The next question is for both of you. Both of you seem to agree that a major problem is textbook costs. Where do you think the source of the problem lies, and how do you plan to address it? Peter, we'll start with you this time, and you'll have 2 minutes.
Thanks, Jenna. I think this is a major issue for all of us as students. In the past year, I co-sponsored a resolution with the current academic VP. The title of it was Check Plus for Learning, that as a result of that resolution, something ultimately went to the Bookstore Advisory Committee. We're still awaiting the final results on that, but I'm confident that that'll achieve something. My plan for next year has to do with on several fronts, but I'll tell you one of them now. One thing I plan to do is institute a textbook exchange program among students. So if myself and another student are taking the same course in consecutive semesters, it'll essentially facilitate students being able to find each other and sell textbooks directly to each other. By cutting out the middleman of a used bookstore, not only do those two students save money, but also by effectively taking away the university-sanctioned monopoly of the university bookstore, it forces them to keep their prices down if they want to retain our business.
Thank you.
Hillary?
All right.
I'm currently on the bookstore advisory committee, and after working with both myself and, I worked with Matt on his presentation to the advisory committee on book prices. It's currently in the faculty senate, and to decrease book prices, I plan to also create an online exchange where students can directly sell their books to students taking the class that they already took.
All right. Thank you.
Do you have a rebuttal for that?
I suppose so. I'll just say quickly that, well, I'm sure you noticed a lot of our answer was almost exactly the same, and just to that effect, obviously I don't presume to know how any candidate comes up with their platforms, but mine was posted 2 weeks earlier, so to the extent that there's a lot of overlap there, I can assure you that my platforms do come from my extensive experience in addressing academic issues in the past year.
Thank you.
Hillary, do you have a
rebuttal?
response to that?
I didn't even look at his platform before I read mine, but
Okay.
Okay.
Peter, this is just for you. The current VPAA, Matt Landau, has endorsed your opponent despite your past experience with the SA. Do you have a response to this?
I absolutely do. Any individual can endorse whoever they want, and that's fine. I understand that Matt and Hillary are good friends, and I have a lot of respect for Matt and the work he's done this year. Again, I am very confident that I am the best person for this position, but if you want to talk about endorsements, I don't think you need to just take my word for it. The candidates in the past couple weeks have gone around speaking to a huge number of student groups and individuals all over campus, and on endorsements from, student groups and e-board members and so forth, I believe I'm 17 and 3 on endorsements from groups we've spoken to. These are not only a high number of groups, but a wide range of groups. It's media organizations from Pipe Dream to Free Press to Prospect to Review, political organizations, all 3 political organizations, Dems, Republicans, and Libertarians, Mike Saltzman, who's sitting in the audience. Again, 17 to 3 on endorsements. Don't just take my word for it. Everyone we've heard from seems to agree almost unanimously I'm the better candidate.
Thank you very much. This next question is for you, Hillary.
can I respond?
30-second rebuttal?
Go
Okay.
ahead. 30 seconds. Okay. I think it's also important to note that while my opponent is 17 and 3 for endorsements, he was endorsed by student groups that we went to, and we spoke to them for about 5 minutes. And it's really hard to judge a person based on a 5-minute interview or just a 5-minute speech. And I think that it's important to note that I was endorsed by 2 very important people, the current VPA, Matt Landau, who's known me for 2 years, not 5 minutes, and also the former EVP, David Belsky.
Can I get 10 seconds to respond here?
10 seconds.
I will say that there are a lot of issues with what was just said, but one thing I'll point out is that a lot of the campus media organizations, and I believe I'm the only candidate with campus media endorsements right now, they follow the issues and the candidates for a long time before the campaign officially starts, and I believe that Pipe Dream, Free Press, Review, Prospect, all of them are very well versed on the relevant issues.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hillary, this next question is for you. One of your campaign platform planks is to create a major program. Yet there's already an individualized major program instituted which does just this. Do you have anything to say about this?
I think that my program shows more of statistics, and I think that it's important because, for instance, journalism is not a major here, and there's a very big want for that. And an individualistic major just shows that really one person wants that major, as opposed to this, where if enough students submitted for it, then I would advocate for it. It just shows better statistics.
Okay. Peter, do you have a response for that?
Sure. I'm not sure exactly what was meant by this program shows better statistics, but again, this does currently exist. I think the one distinction I see between Hillary's suggestion and what currently exists is that Hillary is suggesting it be moved online, which I would certainly support also. I don't think it's absolutely, a huge necessity. Again, this is something, if a student wants an individualized major, it's a process they go through once in 4 years. It's not as if, on a weekly basis, people are filling out forms that they could be doing online. So I would agree with putting it online. I don't have any opposition to that. I just don't think there's anything particularly new or innovative about having an individualized major program.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hillary, do you have a response?
No.
Okay. Our next question is also for you, Hillary. Another one of your campaign platform planks is to make the DARS program available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Yet this is an impossibility because of how the program is updated. How do you respond to that?
No response.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Could I get 10 seconds on that?
Yes.
Sure.
I'm just going to say quickly, the current system is on Busy. As the school transitions from Busy to the banner system at the end of this year, I would hope that could be a possibility. And even though that is part of Hillary's platform, and I do believe she deserves credit, I think that's something which, again, DARS is something people only look at once in a while, so I don't think it's a necessity. But if banner was capable of having it up continuously 24/7, that is something I would work for once banner is up, if it were possible under banner.
Okay,
All right, thank you.
This is for both of you. Do you have plans to help students choose the proper courses? We'll start with Hillary. You have 2 minutes.
Can you repeat the question?
Do you have plans to help students choose the proper courses
For their needs.
for their needs?
Well, I feel that